eye wole mia drum do hena istape nkekiao mia penya selao me ho sebe mia bete mie fon le la mesenwen tome eye mia no mia pe radio daka ogbo no anyebe mia jola poma ide mia pe dogbo ha mia don kujibe wana ele Facebook ke mia ton adoto ndi ya mia ko nya jojo vovo ave na me yo ka me vevie kwa mia adawode mia gbo fi yo hia lebe mia achas enusi enyado no a monu popo asumia todo la house don ko jibe atawando wo gbeda si wo do demi to 02 uh 03766 500 atawando wo gbeda si o do demi to kapo jesi mawoji eye mia ahlewo na duko kata alunu to metobe ne wa ase eye wa nyanu ike wo ha na ekpo le njojo awunti eya kwe bubu gede we gbona mi agbodoge eye mie egbona jedodo to he woge pakpele mo mefia ye ike wotia le NDC dunya gbolo hape zipo duko pokpolote ye na ho central municipality bubuto Steven Adom no mi agbondia hena je to he adewododo maglen yi fun eyi vi ke wa gbele mi agbo mi hwesebe babia yiwo madade anye mi ha mi ape babia o eye mia azodengo le nuto ape tutudume eya tamino toji eike ma ahe mi ape wana akpagbanto avene medoja na mesi ameva mi ape ndi wana ji. Moving so fast. And welcome if you just tune in your radio. You are live on 105.1 megahertz. That is the dial. And listening to the morning program, the morning conversation, which comes your way every weekday between the hours of 6:25 to 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so welcome to the Speak Out segment, and we're going to take it very slow this morning, bringing you a few updates. Miapenya salao hakpaya ike miedo ndia miape speak out segment wana miakwa kwa awa jesi dededo yakwa kwa do nku miape wana de ka de oyi ike oyi eji le consider yova eyame eike dukpolola John Dramani Mahama he wogbe pande de alo he agbalendego be nemia a wachachia nembe mia wachachia nye miape assembly me yilao miape assembly me yilao a yowenye ameyiwo dulesia he edemona nenye be miape du kokpolola he watatia vo be amedo wano ye tepe le miape nuto sososo me ode nkona be local assembly so wakpogbo be ngo yido wo yeji nwia eyo he nko ma ode go le nko pe hehe de go me akopata pata VRCC be yo ma anu anyi de nko jio hele be ne yiwa aje doji no daside ne nemme ya oji kaba kaba be do ne waton aje gome eyi kata a save vi le azone zozo pete menye the resetting aje VRCC ke regional minister James VRCC ke regional minister James Gunu ele etadena eyo wo gede nuto Akachi North afima is only so awoje gomecho enyema ke fifia nenyebe Akachi North nes Akachi North nkokwa na nyabe apeto to Agwati Meziofre. Honorable Alfred Kulu Odiko has also been confirmed in Adaklu. We have Honorable Jerry Yao Ameko. Note all of these people have been sworn in. Then Eiken Kekegbanto Hevolemia go Eji Mekpo Apeto Alobuto Courage Kwame Kokroko Enye South Dine South Dine Tope Emomefia Afima Okpo Jijeje Bla Enyi Vo Ene. So he has been confirmed. Majority of the votes la Ekpo 84%. And to get this 84%, Eyizieve Eyigbanto he couldn't attain the 2/3 of the vote. Ohia Benewaga yi ake afimai over ekpo this 84%. Ikoko e confirm he would do eziji abe momefia na South Dine and necho afima me get the North Dine ye afeto Ernest at the vo. Yenha kpo jijeje Mamada Lofaji Bla asieke vo ene 94%. Yenye akwadada mechonu gbogbo to ikokpo eyoko edu eziji nenema ke mie egede hoho enutu amia boboto prosper kumi yenya meike wotia edo pando nutu amia kpini obe yomedu onpo miekpoda peto aloboboto Killian Donko yeha nya meike kpo jijeje 68% eyelen kulelede the percentage onwa pando seems to be the least confirmed gakamera china but even the least they have been confirmed. So he is the municipal chief executive. Miegede whole central. Whole central. Hameike miegbona jedodo woge kpakple ndia. Boboto Stephen. Adom. Ye ha miepe assembly me lao. Amobu ibe mele yigbenyo gakele nuwa. Okpo jijeje 100% endorsement yikefia be rejected ballot mejo. Amerike me da no obeto be mielonde jibe Amerike dukplo la nto hetia be ya wo dokple a yo che yo hwedeme be wa awo dokple nenem me ya anomi agbo ndia hena jedodo leji ye mepe nyasala mi adejesi anyonu ameton kwele nchuwi aton ya wo dome ke amegbanto ike kwa si dadade jia yenye north ton to pe nutome jikpola alo momefia boboto apeno Victoria amefaji yawa do eyaji wo dasido tanenya se boboto Victoria amefaji yawa do penkola fisi afikwa na nyebe yenye north ton to pe momefia Central ton ke kpo jijeje mamade alofaji bla asieke vonyi 98%. Then mi olon amerike medogoda le emon. Le fima emi se fulibo fi assembly tobe yo ma hondeko. No ike hiana yo kwenyebe nenyebe yo wa jijeje evo wanavwa na wa awa jijododo de wanana yo ike nye party. All right, so this was said at least, I think only 2 places. Doesn't mean the rest of the places they took some form of money. The allegations were all over Bamolega home. Well, let's see. Going forward, we're going to have an extended conversation on that one as well. Okay, Akachi South, though, Honorable Daniel Dagba. Yenye Amerike Jiwo Dasido, Okpo Mamade Alofaji Bla Andre Vo Aton. Ke ameya dukplola tie kpon le fe akpe eve kple wi eton liame July le ti andre adrelia in 2013 ye nominate akemeton ekpo to thirds of the majority mayime o aveno egano ayas aveno in honorable no chukotwe eye de se watakpepeme ohia be amedene wa no wonu ake po jijeje pedo iya ji oto ati okpo jijeje mamade alofaji bla andrevo aton 75%. Ewa nkunu be even this confirmation exercise we recorded rejected ballots. We recorded rejected ballots. It came mede miaji abeduko enel. It's not a general election. Not just the confirmation of the municipal and district chief executive, but our honorable members are still caused a ballot to be rejected. Keta no to amiami kpo be apeto bubuto enye bubuto ikefia be enye assemblyman no laho hafi dukolola heto ati eyamaji enye bubuto wisdom ondiro siade ya ba assemblyman no labe o amereke yoma adolemo obete woda side eji tana sida dadeji de keme dolemo ayenye 100% a emiele gbogbolo kefema ha miesebe assemblyman no labe o yoma ahonde kolo yoto kwenye bene yinya wo na avokode ne wa adojijo de yowo ikinya wa party na yewo Ketu South ekpo honorable Nicholas Kobla Waklachi yenye ofe momefia ekpo jijeje mamade alofaji bla Andre Kela fia eva here be watia presiding member there was quite Edda Jebendo Jibe Ojo Sigbe Hande Sian de la Fisia Fike miafe amuganu to ajikpola kple mo kple nyanjojo dɔwɔla geɖoa ahunyahunya medomoda le afi adeko ke mamlento yevoa glo the last but not the least mie ekpo south ton yenye eyike okofo na okatata yenye wi enyile anye nyɔnu mamleto yike wotia nyɔnu ameton awodomea eyenye PM the presiding member na assembly dadi hoho afi edukpolola hetie benewa anye momefia and beautifully she presided over her own confirmation exercise ikefia be after her swearing in la a vacuum of vacancy has been created na amesiame ike ele interested na assembly mebe ne wa agede hopefully me watie ne wa nye presiding a member ele menye fia koe alofi ike meglobe that's the Ketu South menye yogbo koe me aglobe presiding melo there are some confirmation in other places ike they may have presiding members wo but they went ahead to confirm them ikebe ameyi okpo wanajia enye the district or the municipal coordinating director abe tepo abe central tong agotime north dine and one other your presiding member mele wosio but the assembly play moketa over londeji e wotia meike wa preside over the confirmation exercise tamia penya sala consider eve yova hi pazon zozola muganto mepete pedo be amo yiwo du kwa kpolola hetia bena wa ano yetefe akpongo yinya wo dole miafe no to so wo mea yo fe nkowe ya o miese nko yo kata miese a yo we ele assembly vovovo a wonu le miafe no to we enyile amekelo pe gbeda si o miafe nyasala legede wo gbo a obu ibe menyen keke wonye yo wa afonu fun eya mere ha wo ho esebe enye yiri ke yo wa zan akọ ana kakandeji akwa deji efo na openu tometo be yo mevako ahonko anwanyo ke yo va anye subola ike achodo nao awodo pakpele wole de ka ome awoda awodo abu akonta nwi pakpele wo aho ngoyi dove miafe monyawo lamesenyawo sukudenyawo dokoko vepe nyawo amado kwa buibe 24-hour economy you are not a day never vende le yope assembly sao ple soso be dowonya newa adomi agbo anyo be magba gaza me de kere ko ofe gbeda si ojiga ke ewe be egba mi mateun ajo le miafe yavan la je gbata mako akofofu adade mi agbo a oho esebe Jehova hena ngoyi heheve na miafe no tome okata ke eyata yewa wo deka pakpele assembly no lao afi ke ohia ojebe maso video alongo mase video lea the good thing is when you monitor the news you realize that there's some other parts of the country la the youth we bla me de kedo tititre wole gbeda the press conferences wo be you me di america duplola tia amo ola mo reject him and all of that yakele amugano tuamea outright rejection de ke menwanyo a few people do kwekpo yiyizieve both the gbanto ometon ekpo the 2/3 of the majority o ele benewaga ayi ake la besie na monu benewa agbugwaga yake says within 10 days that le regional minister ameike la muganto ajidum penu pokpo no ejagbagba de sien de kle susube no kata no wa azonwe. It wasn't an easy task. But this morning, wherever you've met the regional minister, I think you should just commend him for the great work he's doing for the Volta region. It's been a tedious journey. You know, we have even bad roads and then sitting in for several hours, especially the places you'd have to go 2 times. Yeah, and all of that, you have to come back again, go back and I mean, come back. You have to come back to host, sleep over, wake up, and go back again. That is how it has been throughout this 8 days journey. And regional minister Leto Sinunu Ejagbagba again. I commend the Ghana Police Service, the Volta Regional Chapter. They are chope at the dear no daughter Okpobenu Sianu Hezonwe and all the assembly members. Okata le Miapenu Tome Godokwa. Your chair, Mia, I commend we in every human institution. I'm a siame ma alone now. We have some places where people have issues with 100% endorsement of the MDCE. So we be the 100% endorsement to some people does not reflect a fair and a free confirmation of the people. Elabe menya mesia me aho with them eyema mesia me aho with policies with them. So that is to some other people. But moving forward in all of the movements up and down, a few things yuenyendo yo medejesi eye me ledanyi akwa dade our governance expert ogbo miako alenkude miape assembly me law pen wona ole MMDC so peta tiame in whose interest are these people confirming the various MDCAs because a few of viento a few mia sebe e gavagena de MLA electorate which nami be mi la aho. You know, some places you hear some funny things, and people will say that migagbo benemia atia here. Well, you're wasting our time. You're taking money and all of that. The miedo akpaike o hiambe mia tekpele akodadana miafe nuto mejikpola alo miafe momefiawa. That will also be another conversation, a major one ike mia ahevena mikele yokata mia muganu to ajikpola woto James Gunu efonu na nyajojo do walao eye wonami ode emenami be wana ike kata heyi eji a enye nde ike edo jijo naye eye ko akwedada na duko okpolola betia meyo aten awodo ya assembly meila okho edeme okho se hambe escape starts the resetting agenda eyo be VRCC ele determine be you a build the capacity of the MDC so viento le revenue generation yaume yo ha yo awo dollar si me pakpelewo eyo ga edakpena du kokpolo la chede ale ike district assembly common fund o ankape pele susube ega hike anoga Kevin mame wasun yewo ne waten azan akokpo ngo inya ogbo egblebe no ita ova hia be yo me heda megbe tutu fun le confirmation exercise onye be ehia be you ma street light though ehia be you ama fertilizers so like political heads of anyi mano le various districts where municipalities emama adefu eyata ohia be ne you ade afoya kaba kplenu yo so nu yo le readily available be wada sele wona miafa assembly so hena ngo ido fe nya ogbokpopo a ne yo ada sele won hena ogbokpopo eko no hlamenya ha eko dade wogbo mia segbeda sema enye be mia segbeda sema ovo mia agede kaji eye mia woje dodo de kavedo den ko yo kata mia seme ale ike wona okozo ameɖewo xɔ wo de me blibotɔe, ameɖewo mama ɖe alɔfa dzi vava eye ko mekpɔ alɔfa ɖe alɔfa dzi o. Leke wo oko hã ne kɔkpɔe eye woku ɖe egaxɔxɔ hafi akɔdada nava yi edzi. And I'm asking, in whose interest? Me assemblyman Olayiwa no toji ndia. In whose interest? Why reject a nominee? In whose interest are they accepting a nominee? In whose interest would they demand money before they confirm an individual? And again, in whose interest? Wa globe yome digao eyike yoko yohia yoko eseba meyike dupololatia awodo ekema ne yo wo vode yo pete yo wa yide tepere ala do jijode yo dokyo mi ase regional minister pegbedasi mi ase voa mi agere kaji awoje dodo deka efedo mi apenya sala mi no toji.
The region by nominating very competent and experienced individuals to occupy the position of municipal and district chief executives. And as required by the Constitution of the Republic, the Local Governance Act, and the modern standing orders of the Metropolitan Municipal and District Assemblies, the various municipal and district assemblies have accordingly confirmed the president's nominees. We started since last week. Today, we are ending it, or we have ended it at Southton Municipal Assembly. We now have 3 strong, dedicated, hardworking, experienced women. One for Southton Municipality, the other for Anglo Municipality, and then the third one for Northtown District Assembly. And then we have 15 strong, energetic, hardworking, and experienced men. This marks the beginning of the resetting agenda of His Excellency the President. And as I kept telling you, the media, we are the Regional Coordinating Council. We have a mandate to ensure that there is adequate peace and harmony in the region so that we can make this region the best destination for investment. We are also determined to build the capacity of the municipal and district assemblies so that they can deliver on their mandate. And I'm going to work with all these people who have been confirmed by their respective assemblies so that we build the capacity of the assemblies in order that they can deliver on their mandate, be able to be innovative, creative, and then build a sustainable local economic development.
All right, so we'll continue with the audio very soon. Let's have the conversation I promised to bring to you before we continue with that of the regional minister. So we'll be joined on the line by the acting secretary, that's the regional secretary of the NDC, Mr. Bright Ge. He's on the phone lines right now. Ike wa afo nunami iha eno azonle zozome. What it means to the NDC comparing to the last confirmation exercise led to Kokolola Hohwa Nanado Dankwa Kufado Fed to Kokolote. We all heard and know what transpired. But here in the Volta region, what does this mean to the NDC in general? Good morning to you, Mr. Bright Ge.
Good morning. I'll be good. I'm doing very fine.
All right. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Last 2 weeks, all the 18 municipal and district chief executives nominated by the president has been confirmed, duly confirmed. If all not attaining 100%, if all been confirmed, none has been rejected. What does this mean to the NDC in the region?
All right, thank you very much. As you said rightly, we set on the road to ensure all the president nominees have been confirmed. And rightly so, they have been confirmed by our honorable assembly members across the region. And we want to say a very big thank you to them and every other person who played a role in ensuring all the president nominees in the various district assemblies or municipal assemblies have been confirmed. In fact, the president has set up a rigorous process of ensuring we get people who have what it takes, people who buy into his vision, people who understand community development to be given the opportunity to serve as leaders in our various municipal and district assemblies. And we went through all those processes from the region to national to ensure that the best fit for the job is probably the one that is picked to ensure development in our various districts or municipal assemblies. And we as a party, we are so happy that though all of them did not get 100%, at least about half of the 18 have been confirmed by 100% approval. But though all of them didn't get 100%, we are happy that at least all of them have been confirmed, and we are happy that the reset agenda, as institutionalized by the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will kickstart. The assemblies, of course, have been left open for some time, and development issues in assemblies have been put to a halt. And we are sure that by this morning, all of them will get to the office, review whatever handing over that are there, and begin to set the assemblies in motion so that development can come to our people, so that the research agenda, as we prefer in our manifesto, can be implemented to the full benefit of everybody in the Volta region.
All right, so do you believe so much of that, and the people should be rest assured for the fact that these individuals are the people that can bring massive development to their various municipal and district assemblies?
Yes. We have gone through an integral part of the selection process at the regional level to the national level, and we are very confident that these individuals that have been nominated and approved or confirmed by the various assemblies are people who have what it takes to ensure they implement our policies to the core. We believe that they have been tried and tested. They have their people at heart. They are development oriented. They are very focused, and they will do everything with the support of the party and everybody who matters to ensure that they bring development to our people. Of course, if you study our manifesto, we have made promises in every single constituency. And we are going to ensure as a party that we are going to put in some key performance indicators, some KPIs to ensure that we match them on daily basis. We ensure that we pull them on their toes when they are getting wrong. We correct them. We draw their attention to the promises we have made to our people to ensure that they implement these promises to the latter. As a party, we are focused on ensuring we develop our communities. We are focused on ensuring we develop our people get development. So if there's any of them that will not fall in line, I can assure you the president will not take it kindly with the person. Because we believe that those of them who have given the opportunity now will do everything possible to uplift the image of the party, to uplift the image of the president, for us not to have any doubt of the confidence we have reposed in them. So I am confident that they are going to deliver. I am confident that they will do whatever to ensure that the party succeeds, to ensure that this government succeeds.
Okay. So can you confirm or dispute the allegations that in the confirmation exercises, money was at play or came to, favor some of the individuals that have been confirmed?
Yes, I can assure you that allegation is not true. You have been part of the team that went round. And at every single place we have been to, we allowed a very transparent process. So, and at many of the places, when the regional minister spoke, at many of the places, you will notice that he congratulated more of the assembly members in more of the districts. in the sense that at many of the places, some of them were not even ready to take a penny from the nominees. Some nominees wanted to at least pay their T&T. Some said no, they will not take because they want them to get approved. They want them to come to the assemblies and ensure development. So for me, that allegation is neither here nor there. And most of them, I want to congratulate our assembly members. Of course, in the past, people used to pay a lot of money, but this particular process we've gone through has been so transparent, has been so welcoming, so lovely, to the extent that some of them, I can assure you, some of them, if in situations where we had to go second round to get the nominee confirmed, it was not because of money, but it was because of some personal score. Some people want to settle with some other people, some personal differences. And we ensured we have these issues dealt with. And the people were confirmed. So it has nothing absolutely to do with money. For me, that allegation should not be something that we need to entertain.
All right. So finally, those calls that you need to deal with before the nominees will be confirmed at their second round. Can you tell us that those have been settled very well, and that will bring the unity, the collaboration between the MMDCEs and the assemblies to work hand in hand for the development of their assemblies?
Yes. So we realized this as a party. What we noticed was that, we submitted 3 shortlisted candidates to ACA for final consideration.
Yeah.
And of course, only one person will be picked.
Yeah.
So people have supporters. So immediately one person is picked over the other. Of course, you should expect that supporters of the other party will also be agitated. Some will come to the fore with a view that, my candidate is the best. I was expecting my candidate to be selected, and that has not been so. So we ensure that we engage every single party involved. See, all across the region, this issue has been there, but we engage effectively. And you will notice that at more of the venues that we have been to, the 2 other persons that have not been selected came down to support the person that has been selected.
Okay.
If you come to, for instance, Ho Central, where you are now, Maunyo Agbe, who is the presiding member and the dean of all presiding members in the Volta region, has not been selected, but he was a leading candidate in the race. He came down, he presided over, and ensured we got 100%.
Yeah.
So that tells you that as a party, we've been able to engage effectively and to put our differences aside. What we are focused on is development. So we cannot let our personal differences or personal ambitions cloud the party's desire to ensure we bring development to our people. So for me, I believe that if not entirely, to a large extent, we've been able to deal with some of these issues. And going forward, we'll continue to engage to ensure the party stays united for us to be able to pursue the development agenda we want to do in the Volta region.
Thank you so much, Mr. Acting Secretary of the NDC, Bright, for speaking to us this morning. We'll get in touch on some other development. Have a great day.
Thank you.
All right, so you heard from the acting secretary of the NDC. He's acting because his boss is not the regional minister. So the deputy is acting instead, occupying that space. He has also been part of the tree from day one till the very last day, together with the regional chairman of the NDC and some other executive, regional and constituency executive. So you heard from him, especially the aspect that has to do with money, involvement of money. Those allegations, he has disputed it. And even if it's a fact you still want to, go by, and whose interest have those assembly members, taking the money? Are they going to account to their electorate in their electoral areas? Well, that's a big question for another day. Okay, so you heard from him, and we'll continue with the regional minister, the last one, dealing with the allowance payments, the uncapping of the district assembly common fund, building capacity for the MMDCEs, especially in revenue generation. But yocho watong akboga akotu miape nuto modu.
What the assemblies need to do, they need to build a capacities in order to raise internally generated revenue for development. We also thank His Excellency the President that he's going to pay allowances to assembly members so that they can deliver. We also want to thank His Excellency the President for uncapping the district assemblies common fund so that the money can get to the assemblies for development. We are also determined as Regional Coordinating Council to collaborate with the ministries, agencies, department, etc., to ensure that His Excellency the President's vision and agenda for this region is achieved within record time. This and many you will be seeing from the next few days. My only advice to our assemblies, the municipal and district chief executives, and our traditional authorities and religious leaders, let there be proper collaboration at the local level for accelerated development. It is very important that we work together with our members of parliament and other stakeholders so that we can drive the development of this region faster. And I believe we can do it, and we shall do it.
I believe we can do it and we shall do it. The final words of the regional minister right after the confirmation of the last but not the least municipal chief executive, that's for Southong, Honorable Victoria Jekulu. And the background of all these people, I'm not gonna have issue with them. Majority are teachers. Majority of them are teachers. And they're asking why. Why have you given teachers this so much opportunity to do politics? That's how people are saying it. To engage in politics. And then me kwamedo call that afide be yo ya no mega get the politics me kwa. Meanwhile, there could be some fine brains, some fine individuals in some other sectors. Yoji me do asibe yo no mega politics so that's another thing. So note that all of these people, you confirm that majority akpaganto ofia no pon ogale no fiam onye no fia law ameve eto yoko accounting background, administrative background ele wesi ake le susion wa onye no fia law me apenya se law le keta fe woname nyadeka edomoda ike regional minister glo enyebe le keta ntomele mi adon kweji a obe reclaim lands penya do ojo we lands yo reclaim onye wanyebe jidudu fe nu amedo mede togo me no gomelo do kiosi ebe yo eyike onya dasire mo mefiaji lavo gbenkwa nenemme ma ono ano klalo ano jajara do mebe yo le gegege do oji aho anyigba ma oga tan le osi agbugbo akwakona jidudu nyo mile nkula jame mile nukpom ale ike wanya yikwa mi akokata avenami ega yejibe he will not tolerate any assembly yike majibe ya wodo papele mi afe edufiawo elabe yike mi adejesia mejin overva le mi afe ministry so me yike over call chieftaincy and religious so koko there local governance they yike fiabe lebe wanya medical awodo tane isede ba assembly debe gbere yodokusi ko yo ano yo ma wodo pele mi afe fiawo wa ye ma honenem assembly ma openu wona ma ademo ke bom in the own wisdom of the president ekpo ebe anyo nenema ata okoko pe benewa awodo ta mi afe fiawo ne wa agede mi afe dunya ngoyinya ome menye dunya gbogbo ke wa gede mi afe ngoyinya ome eyende ka ike mega dejesi enye at one of the assemblies abuna be chief obo confirm pe mi va taflache in one of the assemblies ahwesebe we are rather here to endorse chiefs because the number of chiefs, let me the whole lemede, and may you are potoa. Let me the assembly torture that guy, me the fear that guy. It's just too much. I was asking myself, if you're a chief tafla chelo meni banami, mi ga vero. Do fear be koko pot do me tafla no to me like to come, yes, I think that's the right word. E toko pete pe fiao a dogo de wada no ha fi mi anya be mi lende wa. Tafla chelo mi be game melo mi le game di mi ko ngo gbedo. Do hia koko be to come fiao pete. I'm saying that one of the places, me do all the places so. Ya de nek kwa abu na be fiao endorse pe mi va. Enya me konam tututu. Me nya cheta po wole be me nya fiao pe wonayo. This is assembly is in session. The presiding members would always tell us that assembly is in session. Noise mega no anyo. Emma mega no anyo. Emma mega no anyo. On a normal day, do we have the representation of us? Even though megbolebe oko the local governance te be wa ward dok pa pele mi apa assembly meto. Susuma tae o jebe la akpade a o tendo de wona wu. And one other thing again has to do with the assembly halls. Many of our assembly halls are very small. The only places that is spacious for events has to do with the two kettles. That's the Kettle South and Kettle North. Beautiful assembly halls. Are the most beautiful. I'll give it to Kettle North. Then we come to Southon. It means, and the rest, many of space, the mellows, your space, the see. But you need to work more on our spaces. Bless you, so many me have events where I'm at one more space, our door. And we'll get the only my heaven. I can you do Hattie Frank about Elle Home. Don't go jibe, the newly sworn in municipal chief executive for whole central. Ano, miape. Poly home alo no studio ndia hena ejekpuya de kododo le efe tatia pakple doyiwo wa awonami meto ati doji eyo ojengbedodo wom edo ha obu ibe menye yi ya yo adongbo aka medo o ha oyo pe mgbedodo oji ta miapenya selao eyenye miape nu chocho ike miako ada dem mi agbole ndi ya pe akpaji frankabo leke olele ogbo me sebe in your district. I don't know which of the district. I don't know if you still belong to
Whole West.
So Whole West.
Yes.
Midegbo Whole West. Yes, Whole West too. They went twice.
Yes.
So there are three. Afajato South, Whole West, yes. And then South Dine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And seriously, me awede. When you do me vow, alone, me awado. We are the gatekeepers, and we are watching. Me all the gate and po. Be me amono wado nyire. Raise nyaweza. Raise nyawole nyameza, and your deputy, is it deputy secretary of
who
the
is now acting
as a secretary for NDC.
The regional.
Raise nyadobe. The issue of finances and the rest is an allegation. Please, I want to tell you that we have friends among the assemblies. We have close friends. We have brothers. We have sisters.
They told you or they showed you the money.
It is not necessarily.
Did they show you any picture?
It shouldn't be
money.
See,
exchanging hands.
You see, we have heard so many amounts being displayed. You are about make a torment now. They have to vote for the second to go second round. Apart from the money issue, character issues is also there.
Yeah.
And also chieftaincy issue is also there. So I am just of the view, but why should the government appointee, which is the minister and the party executives, be insisting that the president nominee should by all means be confirmed? Why wouldn't they leave it to the assemblies to decide that this person is legible enough to lead us? amekito mekile elete akpolomia ameki may have any bad character epe previous acting where they epe even kito ho wavaide ele be aton akpolomi le miafe district and miafe district a developer. So the issue of the president nominee should be confirmed by all means shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be an issue at all.
Okay.
So an issue of the regional minister alone going around this, he's a human. Can we take a second look at that?
How do you mean?
As in, okay, the other day we were at the assembly here, and when he was coming, we could see the stress in his face. So we were discussing, Kimi Erika no chacha like Megbetoy Luma breakdown. Okay, in that case, we have other municipal district, municipal assemblies. They are ahead of the district. Why would he as a regional minister go around confirm the municipal chief executives, and the municipal chief executive will help him by confirming the district assemblies so that he too can have some rest?
RCC, let's get this clear.
Mm-hmm.
The RCC, that's the mother body in charge of supervising the works of the both municipal
and
metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies.
Okay.
Ayo indo le assembly so project do I don't know.
Okay, I get you. I get
before assembly what
I get you. I get what you want to say. So should we be going by the books all the time? Why can't we do
that
things?
That is what we have now. So maybe if you be a fana, the regional minister, but the kai, mind you, may the kai I'm all
but he is a person. He as a person going up and down. So
how about
look at the journey. Look at the journey.
We have the workers of VRCC joining him.
But is that the case? Okay, so
he is coming to supervise. Okay, and he gives a speech.
So why should,
where there is a need to engage further engagement, he engages further.
So why should be the need of representatives? We have witnessed in other events where they say president has sent a delegation, president has sent a representative.
He's not having a deputy.
So what about the chief director?
The chief director
at VRCC, who can quickly occupy that space?
Sure.
So why? So we in our own small way. This is what we were discussing. Must he be the only person touring all these places to confirm, to deliver a speech before the confirmation will be done? We were having that small discussion among ourselves because we were thinking he is a human and he also have time to rest. He must rest. He has families. He must attend to his families too, and other duties. They are all there. If you get to his office right now,
regional minister, that's another this thing.
Okay, so that's just like how I break it down initially. That he should do the municipals, and he will now appoint people across board. Okay, go and confirm the districts. That ends it. So that he too can have some rest and have some time for his family. Do you understand? And the issue of chiefs, you see, the candidates want to prove to us that, we get the backing of all the chiefs. That's why they intentionally invited all of them. But in actual fact, there are a lot of things under it that we don't, because if there's something that we will not witness some of them going in for second round.
Second round is also part of the game. The law has made provision for that.
Okay, not bad.
So definitely,
but
okay, so
that? It's not bad. It's not bad. It's also part of the game. But let's look at it very well. There, this candidate that they are nominating, they shouldn't be. You see, it shouldn't be something. As I said, it shouldn't be a situation whereby they must be confirmed because I've been appointed, I've been nominated by president. He must go through. He or she must go through by all costs. They should allow. They should allow the assembly members a free hand.
If they don't want the president's nominee, they should bring their choice.
Exactly.
Should it be about their choice?
They should be their choice because the assemblies work directly with them and they know that they understand their own languages. You see. So
that is where people say money is coming to play.
Yes,
We don't want you. You
exactly.
also want to be there by
By
all
all
means.
course, so you must put in
You must put in
something.
something. So the bigger picture, which has to do with the work,
Mm.
will you be able to deliver the unity,
Mm.
the
Yes,
collaboration? That's another thing. Can we
yes.
collaborate?
Doa. Well, we will
The
not be,
human
we will not
relation.
end up seeing issues like divide and rule,
Yes,
tactics, those things.
yes.
Is it? Is it? So seriously, Mister, I have my opinion on some of these things, and seriously, my opinions are mine, and I'll express them. Seriously, the issue of money. Before this thing we started, assembly members shouldn't see it as a cocoa season,
Yeah.
and it has happened. Almost all, it's not almost all the districts. We keep hearing things, and we are so surprised. Some of the figures are so shocking.
You
So,
hear? Did you see it?
is,
Because
is,
I didn't even see it
is it about
myself.
seeing? Is it about
I
seeing?
only heard myself.
It's not about seeing.
People agitating, especially when they did not vote 100%, or they have to go for second round. That is
Yes.
why you hear they say, "Eh, these people want money."
Yes.
Everybody is saying they want money, but you were
It
not
should.
in
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. So
the room to see
seriously,
whether money has been
and
given
I
or
will
not.
say it here. I will say it in a way. So I'm a guy. You put the whole me also. If you don't swam me up, gale, have a cover now. You have to confirm.
Everything was alleged, but hold on, if you know quarrel. If you want to be categorical, but be always a call the hopper.
It's not about
that your
seeing.
friend you can't believe now. Eko gacha fiawa. Eko picture. Eko fiawa. I make it when I miento eko na ilo. I made you
It
to
is
call
just
that.
unfortunate that we don't have an nurse here. I would have been seeing videos and pictures.
Anyway, so that is it. With all of this, Begbule don't go chebe. Aga kwa don't kuje some other places. Omelekpo easy crowd.
Oh, yes.
Unlike LAK one no bobuedina miatio ele akpaya ikenye the Volta region and the other side of the region issues so
yes.
I was even thinking that at least let's have an outright rejection somewhere at least and that was what I was thinking anyway. Gakemi gakpo resources cheddar outright rejection no jode no ga deke o ga reject kemi aga ike agbaga kwami aga trova me abuke me chenu.
So Fimide, I'm talking about delegation of powers. That's where I am going to.
So regional minister ne wa there and then not there wa
Yes,
the chief director
he has a lot
ne
of
no
issues
there wa.
in his office. So don't forget, our almighty water issue is also lying down
Of
there.
course, he's undergoing this project Water for All, drilling boreholes in
So
our
that one is
communities
also
and
there,
our schools.
and a lot of issues are there. You see, so he should just delegate powers and sit back and work on the other thing. I am only crying because I am just looking at
Regional
him as a
Minister,
human.
whilst I have commended you for the work done in the last weeks, Frank Abob Lefafana Viverento, where you have to rest. Maybe I say you've broken down too. Then
Yes.
Frank Abob and
As and
delegate
when we
Frank
need him,
Abob.
then they say he's not well. He has gone for medical checkup. Meanwhile,
That is part of it.
critical issues are there for us to deal with.
It's
That's
part
what
of
I.
it. He going for medical checkups is also part of a benefits you enjoy. Anyway, so the life is one. We thank once again our listeners for being a part of the confirmation update. You came here heaven I mean me one now. So me wenu na nyebe ga me dekwa me mama fia agede mi agbo akpa ike mi edo ami ajibe mi acha sivire agede mi afenja jojo ngolopa emi gede mi afenja jojo ngolopa wa mi agede nya o me de kade kazon ahewo adogwe na mi pele so be mi anya no yotututu yewe eyi eji le akosida ala penu me trading, branding, data management, business profiling, and more. The date is the 19th of April. This program is being organized by the allhostess.com. We are here with the digital entrepreneurship training, and the speaker is CEO of allhostess.com. Time is 10 o'clock a.m. exactly at Pensioners Hall, and the fee is 250 Ghana cedis. Digital entrepreneurship training yenye wana woden kona va na sronu yokata hakpere ngole egbepe asichacha egbepe nkufufu ipenu wo kata unti yewa adejio ahega akwava kotokume na yanye dowodu 19th of this month nke eleti ya penke we asiekelan ga ewo ndipakpaji ya dogole pensioners hall fe Egikena Hekwenye 250 Ghana cedis. Your 0202-469-611 0202-469-611 and now Nkongo. And Ezra Val Electricals, you have when you may you a boy a of electrical products or katan le up. They say their products are best in town. I don't do me talk Ezra Val Electrical stock boy here na akbo le they say. And then you better get you for fear sama akbo variety so of a ceiling fan so play air conditioner if you be ceiling fan vo play air conditioner so akpo aflele wo gbon ne market solar street light so me atenko afle aga de me afa do po me fa po me so le wo do po play te fa vo play rechargeable floodlight so no doom. We sell tabletop fans that is battery used for your office table. Tabletop fans you use on a battery, Ojran at one flack that there would do main switch, floodlights, so LED lights, extension cords, fluorescent tube, ole Ezraval Electrical. You and here New York, bubu up. Yeah, I get the hoji le ofefia say ikele ho bankwe access bank le civic center you wo jenkume home building agakpo RR cables you when your main distributors now RR cable. Ezra Val Electrical is the home of everything electrical. Your 0249707041 0249707041. Everything electrical is at Ezraval Electrical. Alright, so me I get one of Akpa Kenya the news and views segment. Me I hang a job Tanya Okleme nyao avena. For staying on. You're still listening to the Global Morning Show. Miele mi agboba sedentia ga wo popo. Ga sieke vasede ga ho mi ape political communicators so ano mi agbo. Eye mi awaje dodo ha. Ekpo ire kwakple mo me fia ye ike assembly me ilaw o eto asie jibe wano duko akpolo la tepe ano iwonu ahe ngo ido ava mi ape assembly o me franka bo ekpotogale afike miahe akpaya ha ave na mi miapenya selao.
Yes, good morning once again. Wele dodgy. Ndị kata he mebia onye agbameka no ezo molo bo kaka agbameka ndeke vena miu.
Ndeke mele mojo.
Oh, chime bolo che yaka chime kpo. Oh. Ijo ede kariwe de so kan ko fe area ma. Ya me pa bolo wa.
Me kpo.
Bla dodi o. Nana evi. Eja agbalo.
Me kpo na ne ko.
Remix here. Okay, quickly, let me take you to the papers this morning. The papers are here with a lot of issues. Let me start with Ghanaian Times. The major story here is food security, job creation, as in the opposite of planting for food and job. So, the food security, job creation, Feed Ghana program take off. Schools, prisons, household to participate. So the president is saying this. Then help revamp ailing New Times Corporation. So it's about the newspapers, the media stand. Then work to transform GRA into model of excellence, VIP. The vice president is speaking to our tax collectors. You remember last Friday there was a passing out ceremony at Beto here, and the information is being passed through there. Right. Then the Daily Searchlight, Mahama launched major program to feed Ghana and boost national food productivity. Then IGP and team visit victims at Boku Police Youth Clash. And then the Daily Graphic. Daily Graphic also carried the headline of feeding, school feeding, and as in Ghana Feed. Then school feeding begins restructuring. 31 days arrest for caterers cleared.
Yeah.
And is that the only thing? That's why they are attempting at restructuring. We know we have a coordinator in voterism here. You should come and tell us what they mean by restructuring. Alone may be unusual. Then quickly let me rush to the Chronicle. IGP escaped sniper's bullet at Boku. And
That's serious.
Yes. It has gotten to this position whereby a whole IGP, Melvovone or Emile, to die.
This is getting more serious than we ever thought. Anytime we speak with Dr. Richard Kumado, it's not as if the politicians don't know the root cause.
Yes.
So what again is the problem? Ikebemia to tackle issue devoid of politics. It's escalating.
Yes.
We understand
gradually.
businesses are being affected.
Yes. Oh,
workers
are running away.
Becoming, a ghost town.
Even just yesterday,
economic activities are, at a slow pace. Teachers want to go.
Yes.
Students don't want to go there. Especially I don't want to go. No one wants to be transferred there.
We are not post. So
they need to think beyond the chieftaincy and then think about when anytime there are the scuffles, bullets here and there, who would want to go there?
Yes.
Then nurse or doctors over.
And this time it's getting serious,
very serious. And let's see what the IGP together with the last time the president visited do a ZG for a year. Many were of the view that the in a way are calm nerves ejiko guy and the death toll keep increasing. There's a security interior, the national security, all the security services no come together. Very fast.
Anyway. Then on the same front, in the Chronicles, Mahama is saying something. Said every year we import $400 million of chicken, which is a shame. So I'm sure it's in connection with Feed Ghana program.
Sure.
Then the new crusading guide is also here say 32.5 billion Ghana cedi cocoa debt saved Ghana cocoa sector. The former CEO Boahim Edu he revealed this. So Alex ne sector he corner be manage the 32.5 billion Ghana cedis. Hey, accrued got that in a safe sector. That we should be happy. We should applaud him. Yo, NIB, BNI, NIB or BNI. Are you listening? Then the custodian, cleaning Ghana, creating jobs. The Zoom Lion story. Yes, and minority tax Muhammad to end Boku conflict. Sharp, 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 sharp. Then the daily guide. Dr. Nuama appointed AIEX director. Then Boku U fired IGP's car. Officers injured. Saved judiciary from executive interference. Asefua, the MP. The MP is saying I don't know who is calling on that we should save the judiciary from the interference. Then the Ghanaian publisher, Boku Conflict Hans Mahama, minority demand agent attention. And also the $32.5 billion is also captured here. And let me take you to the last story here, the last paper. Last but one. I want to take you to the Daily Post, the Daily Gist. Adwoa Safo goes to town again. Then Charlotte Osei ready for Supreme Court. Yes, we heard over the weekend that Charlotte Osei have been appointed to the Supreme Court. Then A+ hot over national service 1.5 million Ghana cedis bribe. NIB probe deal. Then blow in ADC over MMDC's job. Blow in NDC over MMDC's job. So the story is in page 3. I'll look for the story. Then the minority takes on Yohono over Boku militant recruits. So we heard him saying that, stop their fights. If you stop, when there is a recruitment process, we will recruit all of you. So stop the fight, put the guns down.
Should that be a promise that can?
This has sparked a lot of conversation. So I heard people are saying, okay, even in Kafra, because they are from Boku, they will join the service. Yes.
Do they say that you'll have power because they want to join the security?
That's it. That's the question.
Some of the things we say, and just as the president came out to say the scrapping of the double track 2027. Meanwhile, they said NDC on it. Well, let me just put that one aside for now.
Okay. Then the last paper, Daily Analyst. I was attacked spiritually, but my dad saved me. Adwoa Safo. Adwoa Safo got that better hotel. I got Belemo, I got Bluchie. Then Goldfield.
But she didn't mention anybody's name, right?
But we want to know who attacked her. Then Goldfield. Damang mining release extension denied, operation threatened. Then tension at Ghana Health Service over family and friends victimization. Wow. Then Mepe Avetakpo is in the news. Residents share water with animals amidst health risk. I think I drive through Adakulu district. Some weeks back, and I saw the same thing. Dam yo, pond yo, yamek polo nyo pete ko puto la George. Cheme mihwa amole family nunya. The view chele family cheme so.
Elle ho de nto de wo me a okpele enyiwe no chiemaza.
Is bad.
Which is very bad.
At this time, we shouldn't be witnessing some of these things. Anyway, so that's the papers for you this morning.
All right, so away from the papers, some of the portals have also tackled or captured some of the headlines. City Newsroom, here we have 4 suspected robbers killed in shootout on Bekwai for Mena Highway. Then government records 6.67 billion Ghana cedis T-bill auction over subscription. Kennedy Japan calls for calm amid tension in Boko. Involve grassroots in MMDC appointment to reduce tension. I'll go home.
Yeah.
That'll be another process.
Yo.
Well, you know, I feel the one more the euphoria, the facial expression, the body language of the assemblies. They don't have any issue with the president's nominee.
Yes.
Neck
Yes.
open no number one. This one is a cool juice. Easy automate. And some other places too. Neck pon wall let they are reacting. No. It seems they don't like this person, or they don't want to work with this person, or they have
Yes.
some issues with this nominee. So
le-
in one way, I think what he wants to help address is the fact that let me do away with this conferences. We don't like this person. We are suspecting this person to be an MPP element. This person in the past has done this, has done that. Consult the grassroots. And the grassroots, how many people will be consulted?
That is it.
Echo no apply.
Honestly, this
After application,
yes,
you go for vetting.
this is the best process so far.
So
That's
why are we
what
not
I have
talking about the
witnessed.
voting of the MMDCs now?
Eh.
Memedrofi Ikezomia a vote and the
Yeah.
voting of them today are de-escalate New York viewer. Allo ma
Yeah.
de-escalate war.
You see, to me, what we normally witness during the elections of presidential and parliamentary, and I am only foreseeing that similar thing will happen when if it's introduced into the, let me say, voting of the MMDCs. Because in another way too, what on what chair Amedeke menye Amedeke our dog, you know, people pull crowd from the background. Meanwhile, they are not in connection with the heads, so they can that working gap will be there. And the issue of political color. Oh, Amekela, he belongs to this side. Gake FB ya to stand. I win. And through to every stand, tell her, yeah, pull crowd, yeah, win. So should we say blue and green are working together? Those are the issues. So I will not encourage the issue of voting, but there should be more consultative in nominating some of these things, some of these
All right, so
people.
let's get his words, what he actually means. The Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the NPP, Divine O2, he's the one saying it, has called for a grassroots-led approach in selecting metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives, stressing the need for internal party vetting before final nominations are forwarded to the president. So the internal vetting was what happened here in Hope.
Yes.
That's why we had the executives, forming the vetting committee. And they vet you before the people.
I see.
How else do we want it to be done? His proposal follows a series of protests by supporters of the NDC in various districts, where some MMDC nominations have been publicly rejected.
See, this vetting process that is highlighted, that so it's okay. And I say it's a best process. The best process is they have applied. They open the door. Everybody, if you feel you can do the work, come and apply. But
And that's what happened.
But
They
when you
have
go,
applied.
when the vetting process is going on, when you go there, you can just hear, from this district, we know who will be the DC already. When he knows around.
Lev Ho Central, Etro,
Yes.
Amedonia Meike, Ayi. And people were even surprised at the caliber of people who applied. I made your tongue be here apply. I'm were shocked at.
So the issue of Godfather came in.
I don't know. I don't know which one is the Godfather. But what he's saying is that we should get the applicants, go first of all, go to the constituency so that the party endorses them because it is the party that produces the government, he said. And then the constituency party looks at it and says, yes, we know this person and he's lived well with us. And we think that knowing him and knowing his contribution within this space, that person will be able to meet the political expectations in terms of the people. Is this process going to be that simple? And you can have many more people, but no what then well, they should all come together. Parties or petty, ne and NPP, ne no strong le NDC pe wa Naomi, and beke gbo gaba trova zigi. Then we see how best they'll go about that.
In the past, I remember some people were calling of expansion of electoral college. I just say, "Boy," because it doesn't help.
Okay. We have Tema Central NDC calls for peace, unity over MCE appointments. Over Yomele Ebi Bright Dimo. We have Wild West, 7 suspected galamseyers arraigned for polluting Black Volta, and Talency NDC supporters reject DC nominee, demand removal. So the public rejection, many assembly rejection, the moment the name is announced, over you made deal. We have Okaikwe North NDC group threatens apathy over MC snob. NPP supporters protest arrest of Mohammed Zako over Facebook post. We don't want Ebi Bright as mayor. Tema youth to Mahama. I don't go Ebi Bright here. During the last election was declared the member of parliament for Tebagake. And I think it's a time for her to get something at least. And the youth are saying we don't want her to be our mayor. What exactly do they want her to be? Some youth from Tema have stormed the premises of the Tema Metropolitan Assembly demanding that President John Mahama appoints an indigene as the next mayor of Tema. The protesters voiced their concerns with burning car tires and the rhythmic beating of drums, sending a strong message to authorities. The agitation comes amid reports suggesting that Ebi Bright has been considered for the position, despite earlier indications that Patience Ankama Ado was the frontrunner for the mayoral role. Speaking to the media, Dora Sapo, a concerned youth from Tema family, rejected the idea of Ebi Bright's appointment as mayor of the Tema Metropolitan Assembly. Someone would want to liken this to Bando when the naked people were thinking it's going to be the woman, and then they said no. Otutu nkoda over that age pending. Call Kumi. I know that's not Kumi. That's Killian Donko. Honorable Kumi is for Hohwe. Honorable Killian Donko Vava, and he had the least percentage, and then even that is still the MCE.
Oh yes.
Whether the least
I like 66%,
68%.
Oh, okay.
Is the least in all the confirmation here or list there. Anyway, moving on, we have Professor Jampo sets new austerity tone at Ghana Shippers Authority. Gabon coup leader wins election by huge margin. Then we have the man mine decision opens door to local investment in mining sector. Isaac Tando Trump's physician says president in excellent health. Pharmaceutical society vows to sanction members over illicit opioids trade. At drug yakasa the opioid. Elected to Hogalek back, but the rate at which it's still spreading among the youth is still alarming. Parliament should quickly do something. And then
the fact is, I watched some documentary and people among no call it Dr. Senwa. If you have
the abuse,
they call like back you for doing statue.
For how long? But the long-term effect, that is the education we want to be, put across. The long-term effect.
And America feel like you change your meat, but you let me for fun.
Don't know, I think it's just for fun. We've
What's
had
call
so many
high?
things in the past. I'm all a glue, yo,
Eh,
and machamobe. How come? Wafu
super
super glue
glue,
ye ko
yes.
amok
But
bakobo ye
boy,
high.
high.
Yeah, this energy drink so put it to do.
Aye.
Ole mixing. E mo bete over and at a point me say used pad to touch it.
Eh,
Yes. It's a used pad to touch do
Bese
pedal.
akpolo.
Opete over Efi mi gava do eke.
Oh, enya
It's
kaweke.
mele miaji demo. I saw a video the other time on social media. Mere de abrochi epa fiye de. Baby kweda menye Ghana koyo. Ambe
Chama kwa video ba.
ndonku melere mi mega
We don't
kono
have
so
to be,
so. The
yes.
comparisons, certain things, the comparison me here ne komo. What we are looking for, nyebe mi meji me youth or no gbalon. Youth a whole nye chome mi le tutudu now. The minji be no gbalon. Meji ba American ga cho abrochi never ba jotu. To come and be vale mi akpolomo. As some people will say. And one thing I witnessed at Southon, we had the former some places we had the former MCs or DCs coming in. Central Tower, I saw how the former, you don't know that he was appointed by the president, former president Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. You think he's part of the current
Current
administration?
administration.
He was there. He was even seated before we arrived. One boga bipa. His name is Supremo.
Yes.
And he was seated when the assembly members were trying to misbehave. He came in speaking with the police. Oh, I was just there looking at this man. Do you think we are here to confirm you?
All
He was
over.
involving. I would want to say he was involving in the process.
To me vinye nyele me.
Yes, patriotism. Agbobo, enye party yo man of you know where for menyo de ma kponya de ma gbolo. He was so much involved, unlike the other places. So he was so much involved, and the people like him. The assembly members like him, and the fans. Oh,
No easy.
not be easy. Oh. The fans that were giving, he's just a young guy. The fans that were giving, he realized that even though any past Alofoma one,
So assuming
the unity is still there.
as when they introduce election, yeah, how I stand it.
Wakwene.
Yes.
It shows that maybe Wakwene, maybe you Wakwene. Alofans say maybe. You know, sometimes the fans doesn't mean that.
So that's what they are seeking to cure. After the election, they establish you.
Anyway, if you have any details.
Yeah, let me take you to City Newsroom concerning education. We don't have education issues here, plenty. Let me
The
take
2
you.
weeks.
Yes, so GS announced Easter break for senior high school student, SHS2 student. So the Ghana Education Service has announced an optional Easter break, for Form 2 students in senior high school and senior technical.
Why should it be optional?
Yes,
It means if you like, you
go. If you don't like, stay.
If I am going, I don't go home. How do you know?
So no, there is a procedure. If you are going, you go through the process, go and sign, and
Answer,
go home.
answer.
And
You
so
sign that
your
you are going
parent-
home.
So your parents should be aware that you are coming home. You shouldn't just like you sign and you are going.
Mama no freedom do Easter for how many days? Easter many Good Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Add money, I no cook.
Never better freedom boga body.
So your parents should be aware. So parents should be aware that this is how GES, the sector that manage your wards education, they are announcing a break. So parents be aware that it's likely if you work if like na call phone na your school, na your senior mistress, na your senior father, na your headmaster. Na your be vinye meg bova fe mo lo leke. Then fiki ho ngolo gbale me do big thing fe be wa je Tracy.
Okay.
Sigbe. So that's it. Even though okay, let me see whether the date is here. They have not fixing the date here. So that's the whole story for education. And also concerning education, TUTAC. TUTAC is also here. Dr. Hila Liman, technical suspend. Let me go for the main headline. TUTAC, Dr. Hila Liman Technical University suspend strikes. So the Technical University Teachers Association of Ghana, TUTAC, at Dr. Hila Liman Technical University has suspended its indefinite strike after negotiations begins with the Ghana Education Commission, GTEC, and the university's management. The strike, which begins on Monday, 7th April, brought academic activities to a halt, with TUTAC citing management prolonged failure to address critical concerns raising over the past 2 years. So, quote, we declare the strike as a result of our management failure to fulfill certain demands. And on that same Monday, we received an invitation from GTEC for meeting on Friday, April 11, unquote. So that is the issue from TUTAC. But so I'm asking, should GTEC, the management, should they be waiting so that teachers will announce strike? This one not only strike, or indefinite strike, before they call them on the table to now look at the problems.
Well, it's a tool to drum home your displeasure.
It shouldn't be.
It is a tool.
We have grown past that stage.
Anyway, still with education, last week there was this notice from the sector minister, Haruna Idrisu. He is the education minister, and has announced that the government is working towards phasing out the double track system in senior high schools by 2027. And some are of the view, when you were campaigning, you didn't put any timeline to it. And we are expecting that it's going to be either 2025 or 2026. And you're taking us far back to 2027. But it's still not late. It is still late, 2027. We need some infrastructure in place. I deal with the free SHS. And what has the education forum so far? Nuka will propose for open wa conclude open edoa ya president be yuma askra free SHS so ya will allocate a now. Here we are, the phasing out of the double track system. You can make it who is ne o the free SHS da and adidi the VOG akpoto. It's also another way be free SHS a double track you go koko via ya tai obenwa akọ private schools so do akọ deme be what one ade agbososo deji akọ now we are looking at considering, so the way they are considering 2027. I think it's an ample time.
Yes.
The time is enough for them to carefully think through the policy and see how best they can deal with it. Me a double track that boa one or yigbo double track ega labor 2025 2026 until 2027. Me a will it be done? Will it be phased out before 2027 or 2027 2028? Ape me ide akoda pe.
So your days the 2027 is just it's a normal thing. The calendar is already running. The form ones will complete 2027. So look, no there will be nothing like double track again.
Okay.
Because these people who are in Form 3 right now, double track. No one for Form 2, they will get your child if you want to.
Form 2 are home, hello.
No,
single track all up me.
Yes. I pay double track top up actually me. Ne osbe your child doing the Form 2 view get your do 2026. 2027 form of your do ever a fade out system.
Okay.
It's just a simple logic. Your 2027 and honestly, I was of the view, but instead of them trying to put up some structures, the man who will be gamelio, I to ho cha plus to be accommodate to they will add more boarding facilities, as in more dormitories, maybe do some kind of expansion to the assembly hall. Or the assembly hall why you dining hall. No more problem. But classroom I turn to pavilion where cha feel like Dexys or whatever. They can accommodate all of them. It is impossible.
Okay.
So
So
it's
the
just
2027,
you just
is
want to
in
monitor
place.
them to
Okay.
to go out, then that ends
Let's
it.
see what you've told us is what will come to play.
Yeah.
Tami Jilano was segbo.
Yes.
2027. Jidudu are considering the Popombe you are deal with the double track system, and also works resume on the whole bypass dual carriage. Eke also in the Minister for Roads. Egbode me vide menye tututu yo je chadim. Egere mi ache mi aje lefi amuga no to ame. So ba yide woti e me ko update ma ko fe na mi afenya selaw. Enchoko na mi se mebe edo egbugbo eje gome. Contractor gbugbo trova sky okay
Yeah,
site
okay.
first sky yo oko doma na da emo yi penya gboro mi da me don ku jibe la kodada yi yo me a edo enya mo ga forete mi ga fo nule nu vo be mo de o ja pare gome amova ka amova je bitumen o kala mo jibe mo le kakalo amoko le video wa prete if you me va d'accord vo pete mi le relati enelia me e pe ye me nu chocho anye be ta me yu le mo pakpa ma mi anto mi akpo be mo yu wazan le mo ji a o ga trogbo clearing le ji bless su be do no wa ji it's one road e mi adon ko ji a ade you can come in.
What we are not fair to ourselves, seriously. And more kedeka, how many times they can contract agagable mojiva? The past administration, you remember when the former president Nana Akufo-Addo is coming for an PhD,
Yes.
honorable
The honorary
doctorate degree the UHAS. Ofa wan le moji gidi ke obe oke ake angova jipete ke ango ya ofuere jivo pete ke chemi gakpo mile. You see, we are not fair to ourselves. We are just using taxpayers' money as a political board of fufure galime agrogdoga do fufure me. Sibe ko vale gawa kimi. And seriously, Honorable Agboja should not just say the contractors are coming back to site, work has resumed. No, we need to hear some accountability first. Over the years, what is the result? Who spend the money? They should bring somebody to book for this.
It was awarded. After never you on the time. So you go kwena meke iko awarded na.
Megbo, but I swear I mean oko doneko over what donele fimiejo. Saying Amiega Bova because there is an activity must go on there. Ogagba mieve, Amiega Vogaba and FMI, Gugajo, saying Gagbotorova. I think this is the fifth time the contractor is coming back to site. Ever.
Right, so
we just take it like that.
It was due to the cash trap. Contractor ega huntonya ne gava vole dogba gamele donwe.
So if you feel like they no gale gabubu assign and without any accountability.
Administration they jo bubu gava.
No.
It's okay for us for them to come and tell us. Ega yoko award ekesunoza eyikesoso ele kofese malo bubu minga kole nana waga ko wodo. Ke whilst ogu watrob of a site no wodo na minwire egane no don ne chochone no don mi afa mo nya ole mi afa gologo mi abe ngbedodo ike jokpolo la head nine ne e mi ga po the road minister her chofia you know that dakulu DC stated be kokolo no me no amesi ogano kokolo zivifa da ena dakulu tono se me be ike kokolo no enye ono Agboja hello sia na nye be yomele kokolo zivifa gbo da akome ole hagbe akove tane achio asiwo chikwa ake nemia amia heva akome ngo inyawe.
But you see, in the past administration, when the John Mahama administration went off 2016, when the NPP they said they were coming to do road audit. Minami said over what called the overpriced, they do this. So on our Agboja and Mawagawa, Mas Senyarekewa. Look, Agrobo, a docker has resumed. This work to has resumed. Ever. No. Make I do gare, make I zanke, make I A, make I B. Let's get the people account. They should be accountable. See, me, I am more concerned about taxpayers.
Oduga wale dogbo a contractor gbo ka trobo site na e yakwele dogbo afe president vavai jukpata do a flat chair nembe jukpata me fia like elewo gede me kaba. That's what I mean to say.
So what kind of audit the new administration, which audit have they done before re-awarding the contract?
Okay, so that is accountability you want
Yes.
from them to come and
I
tell
am
you.
more concerned about taxpayers' money. See, we back fig many gavi help with the Kevin Mamemilo. And I'm make it up pensioners where then okay na we to kukui. One kuna we how much they take home. Kake polo le ga wouldn't make it all and you see a few people are just getting richer every day because nobody's asking them anything. You can't do this in America.
Hey. I do America hoa.
Yeah.
Okay, but your line also have here we are profiled as Ghanaians, not NDC or NPP. Susan Edu Amankwa on suspicious flight. And again, she's here. You don't grandstand with Ghana's image. That's not being well-meaning citizen. Susan again on that one. Police launch manhunt for 2 officers shot dead by robbers in the Upper East region. We have annual $400 million import of chicken is a shame. And one of the papers captured that law enforcement agencies can arrest, search with or without warrants from the OSP. Baku conflict will remain neutral in our duties, IGP assures. And Ghana here, 2025 and the 20 AFCON, Ghana drawn against Senegal in Group C. National Service Authority Staff Union condemns political interference in internal operations.
Yes.
All right, let me conclude with this. Gabon coup leader wins election by huge margin.
Yes. We get me.
All right, so that is it for Gabon.
Before you go, Jijo, I've been looking through all the stories. Electricity tariff increment.
Well, we have the former sector minister deputy, having issues with the increment. Pepe sort of come capture is as if increment the Kemelio. For your information, starting next month, the 3rd day of the next month, May, right? There's going to be an increment. Or that is when it will take effect. There's already an increment. So it will take effect on May 3. The electricity, you are here a Gadeji 14.75%. Yeah, what Dadeji? The calculation said chomebe chomi avayi what calculation enami kemi what that akpo 4.02%. Okay. Me ava akpo yache pe enya wegbo. So the latest adjustment by PURC is expected to take effect May 3. I wanted us to have a certain discussion on it tomorrow, but let's have Mr. Philip briefly on this one. He's here, the regional director for PURC, Mr. Philip Agbesudo. He always tell you that when there is an increment there, we'll call him. When there is an adjustment downwards, we don't call them. Anyway, when there is increment, that's the news. Adjustment downwards is not the news anymore. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Sister Jijo.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Yourself? Your colleagues?
I'm not fine, no. Because last night we slept in the dark and we don't actually know what is resulting in the outages, especially in the evenings, the low voltage, then total blackouts. Our gadget to PURC, now you're slapping us with 14.75% in electricity tariff.
Yes, Sister Jijo.
Why should we be happy? Why should we be happy with this increment? Tell us.
Thank you very much, and good morning to your listeners. In fact, this particular tariff decision is one of the most hardest decision taken by the commission now, because why do I say so? Looking at the situation now, looking at the quality of service, almost every night we experience a very bad voltage situation, outages, people are losing their gadgets, and yet there is a tariff adjustment. I must say that it's not because we take so much delight in tariff adjustment, especially sitting this morning to justify why this particular tariff adjustment. But I must also say that it's a necessary evil. We actually did the tariff adjustment by this time to keep the light on. You know, for some time now, there are certain things that PURC have been taking into account whenever we do the tariff review and the adjustments. We project that maybe probably the inflation, the exchange rate, and other things will go downward, but they keep rising. So this particular tariff decision, for instance, is what probably we are going to refer to as full cost recovery. So that when at the time that you are taking the decision, if the macro indicators suggest that the inflation rate is 22.40, you project and take it and use it to work with, so that we will not have any recovery to make when a final decision is taken. So basically, that is why this particular one is around 15, almost 15% for ECG, and then 4.02 for Ghana Water. So yes, it's a very hard decision. I will not say that as a person, for instance, you know, every night you call me, you put on unfortunately, I stay in the same area with you, so I know what happened. And I must also say that it's not just limited to voter in OT. No, it's everywhere. In fact, it's a generational issue. So that is why sometimes ECG themselves, they don't have anything to explain, because they will look at their board and realize that probably this one is beyond them, is from Greco. Whatever Greco give them, that is what they will give us. You see, so that is why sometimes you realize that during the peak from 6 going, you see the voltage situation going up and down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have to pay for that cost.
No. That is, we are not paying for that. What we are now going to pay for is to make sure that there is power. We maintain the power. That one, I was told by the regional engineer that this particular week, the week that we just started now, the Greco has identified the fault, so they will be coming probably on Wednesday to try and resolve that particular issue. So that is not what we are, as a consumers, we are paying for. No.
Okay. Me abu ava begbe me nwede ni me penya slades akpa velia ocho wa senya. Me penya no me leje don play regional director amugan to ajikola play oti. But na PURC yobe po me pay tariff adjustments nya gbo, whether upwards or downwards. Eke to me fifi eke take effect alo akpo me va vale relati eke gbo na pen keke twang be pe je do mile no ita over here be nye paklo si amia ahe mamada alofaji na amia pe jide be kadizazan mamada alofaji wi enne bla we enne adrekula ton it is 14.75%. The electricity g ke chifa kpaja mi akpo 4.02%. Ye mi le babia se bele nous jo a fait les yo me viento le jo nya pa kpaji ke jo metele uno na mi tutu you know our adjustments de mi akpo mamada lo faji we enne almost 50% de mi ape ejo nya oji eye enne de mi ape chi nya oji egblo akpa de kale yo fugbeme to gbo be yen nu sesen na yo ha mi ase to apeto Philip ntogbo
Yo, sister Jojo. Abala megle dongo ina menye tariff decision ado dadareji ke o memele fia menye weke abe commissioner na mi ekpo jijore mu ala be mi kata mi be fifi life ya gbesi agbekule for some time now gbesi agbe ne mi mlo yin ko arocho gadam yi na ko mi apa voltage penya ozuku hi mi echizi menom amofe tv amofe nwo gbegblem amofe bobo gbegblem because be voltage fluctuation na voltage amele stable gake megbli ha be menye edo a gede amenye nwi kecho ECG to gbo ocho ke grico aromenye mo transmit na power na ECG to afio distribute na gede la echo gbo la be nwi ko na ECG to e distribute go la for instance nenye be mi hia na during the peak mi hia na almost 60 megawatts of power e oko 50 na mi 50 ma do hi ejebe maru oyire blackout aru oda maru re low shedding esegoma gake do hi o mete da mare moko mchocho mabe maru no ire no shed load ota ECG nto mata shed load on themselves so negebe moko directives macho grico to gbobo they should go down by certain megawatt to ta no ko 40 no ko 50 mana mi here na 60 ya efia be taflachi maroli a o sugbore transformer ji ta mo moto enelise ko blow ela be nwi ale ma mi hia sugbo o he ke o konami ta mi kata mi mi ele su to manko hlapo mele yi mame ta na kpo be during the peak period aru from 6 o'clock going na amashijo amo ko ga renwi o ko nrami ama iyo hia na be ta na yira apo mafia amegerele doma maro mesham amegere fa TV la ele off ta by this time la akpobe power situation na no stable gake temi ke mi kata mi exam during the emi na be peak period akpobe tema tututu ku hia no vava ta le reyi ama anyem sese be fifi life ya mi anu gboglon be aromi aglobe ehia be mi awo tariff adjustment arowita mi o tariff adjustment ela ba me sha manya be fifi a mi apa power situation no le voltage no ti a manya voltage klo ti ko Ghana katan ela be generation issue onye afi mi anu gboglon fe ya be mi awo dadareji a taflache amegede matase egome aromata hwe deme ela nyento hanye mata hwe deme nene mo gake enye nwike ehia kokoko place su ibe mi apa ejo fo nya wala mi gagere chizi ntonto aro mi gagere vivitimu
dadareji a nuka mi call it solving mi our consumers fifi mi okwe a he nuka mi call it solving e ke be generational issue nuka mi yenye power out low voltage penya mi le popo
no fifi la fiere menye gaya aro dadareji a mi on fia problem are mi ko solve mi haike ko mi akofle power our generation na juna no nya ikwe
okay
menye problem are ke emi ko ge asolve be o enye be mi wo dadareji ko problem ya le solve la no menye nenemo gake magbo nyare be fia mi na fia ro ko be mi awo full cost recovery na alo macro indicators obi akomi akweni na nwi ko obi akomi akweni na nwanye 20% a na for instance enye be mi apa inflation ye 22.40 this month na enye be mi awo tariff projection a mi as 22.40 gake kpoba previously ado mizana be 18 point something percent instead of 22.40 ne mi we nenema with the anticipation be along the line la rohi inflation la a drop gake rohi gava age if you me have recovery if you me had that recover at that period then you be me had that recover ko have implication on power situation nene makene yebe mi over recover la at the bed nede mi consumers oji ela bedo hi guy ko jebe ECG to akpola o pe sugbo ke amaya hema enya mama fa kuki mere ko segoma do ko so the same thing apply to exchange rate na yebe mi blog ba be okay exchange rate ke mi zavai le October last year emi be time mi o ya fa tariff decision mleto a time I mean 15 cedis 38 pesos is 55 Ghana cedi per dollar
okay
gake fifi la ifia mi nya be dollar la me ganye 15 cedis so ele almost 16 cedis plenane gake mi nfo fi aka mi zazan fi with the projection be do hi agbe adidi fi nye 15.69 ta na nye be mi we nene ma e chanto ne mi we a mi gble na gab mo la ne me glo nyare no fi le be recovery ko je be mi awo afi mi etan wo because be mi anticipate be tariff dollar la edidige gake me didi mu eji akola difference here le me fi le mi recover an fi enye over 947 million Ghana cedis if you have an equal dollar re share na nye be dollar re share o kola differently arrearsly ela be exchange rate a mi project be ano be le kware ma 15 cedis over 16 cedis ta ne ko dollar re share ko if you have mi le arrears aro mi gban gadedi onye 1 cedi 1 cedi re dollar re share ji ta ne be onye so many million dollars ko ke if you have a gamma difference major recovery ke woge mi ala fear which is just the 50% and 947 million Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Gake ne lenku the tariff enwe na be osugbo ado almost 15% magbon mil na ECG fear. If you have a fear me na fear. Nenye be exchange rate alo bloko mi apiki akowodo. Nenye be inflation alo bloko mi ako. Ewogebe going back to do recovery areke meganyi nogo medeko esegoma ta neneme ta imi nfo fifi la fe mi ape generational miss mi na mbe generational miss ejo pepepe mi ke mi pona chu akoso gbogbo ke mi zana ami ekorana last time teme mi ono October to o ma mi glebo echi no akoso gbo me time mata mi no gbogbo be mi akpo 34.81%. If you have a subo 34.81, me me chupo a jupekpe mama cho akoson bogbo, which is cheaper la. If you have a 65.19, komi akpo afje ami natural gas play HFO. I don't like ako generate. Gake mi unfon fi a projection de mi onye hydro mi gata 34 pogo. Mi have akpo 28.80. If you have a mi amizage more by 6%.
Okay.
Tani mi zami moko eti abenka ejebe tarifa na iji nene makin nenye be mi va ekpo mi afa inflation na fifile fia inflation rate is now about 22.40 gake projection came here 22.49 ela be previously mi za 22.27 eko wodo now nwi de kai kele tariff ya aspect ngebe mi afa natural gas ke mi kpo natural Nigeria at least if you share edidivie nke na fi gas price really na do he a government amaking a major stakeholder in tariff la atan the Nigeria government gbogbo you be your you for gas de mi gallon ko den na mi areji na you vie ko no we nene ma ke egbona mi ajidege gake de eji odeji amenye na neke gake at least odeji ela be formally ke mi zanye 7.8368 per MMBTU per dollar gake vivia odeji by 0.2079 per MMBTU ta odeji ode gas e ajivie ke exchange rate pleto mo ko iji ye we be fifi life here ojebe mi ahe 14 points.
All right. You get 14.75 yeah. Nanyi me penya last me be fia be nanya be fia nyi kwajigado voltage man no anyo ba amegede person so anya be e ko nya oda dareji kwa they expecting be services you are render now you will be top notch.
Oh no, efia be nanya be fifi life here Greek oboglombe do he a guy came here near full recovery. Balance ke suso a aro recovery came here wa be a gamma me your fear over 947 million na. E na be muta enough generation or more. Ta nenye be fifi a nenye be yota ho gamma yota o enough generation na. Because me a John fear about voltage is generational issue as a government. Ta nenye be Greek ogboglombe e gama shikebe mele yosho na yoko hefe na IPP so independent power producers so no generate opejua elabe ekpa agreement ke most IPPs so sign with the government in pay or take nenye be ovala michokobe Turkey car power ship ever Ghana agreement is sign go lenye be okay I can produce 500 megawatts of power I do 400 megawatts of power gakela wo as a government sovereign country la I provide fuel for that generation now them supply fuel number my generator I will just fold my hands. But at the end of the month, you pay me what you are supposed to pay me, as if I produce at the fullest capacity. Turning be government must supply fuel na IPP so. Do kwa da shata ma. Turning be people like here, IPP so o da shata ma la be fuel melio. Iwo nyebe a guy came here over here balance here she can 947 million. Which is just the 50% of it. Nabe a jumelio. Ke efiebe
dollars of Ghana cedis.
Ghana cedis. That is Ghana cedis. No nyenenema. Greek water global okay. A guy melio call generation, full generation or more. That before they can do the full generation la. A full cost recovery, which we are now going to do, or that's what we are doing la. Ke efiebe is to be justified. Be nebe nyeke gamoa ke. Outages more or vote situation more, it can be corrected.
All right. Miyakwa will end it with the Echi. So with water, it can make 4.02.
Yeah.
Okay. So are there some other?
Oh yeah, probably yeah, the same as ECG. Yeah, what tongue we call be exchange rate akwe, exchange rate inflation. Ela be chemicals you cannot treat na echikata. Blockchain.
All right. That near na Joe 50 cities. Yo
taken off for 1 month. Now 15%.
Now 50% of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And add to. Gakenya, we major magblame be. Ekpo this voltage abnormality ni ke jojo nfie. Nenye be at times so nenye be on excess na ma voltage dip. Ejuana didi abe fan kura jibe atok pleto mo de mi ga na no lia michi o abe fridge michi TV AC pleto mo michi o for that period ela ba enyemanya be amofenwo ogbegble ta amogble na bo yonto ofenwe ta no na time ava yi na peak period ado me get at 9-10 o'clock over if you time ko amotre jo chichi stability because tell muko amashama no auto chim anu down the of kemomlola ujedo.
All right, that's fine. Akpe anyi me jiga ke me afenya sala yenye ma 50% of the 50 cities joyi kene 3 weeks old o khona if you ma gado 3 weeks ga globe a vendale ifia vendale iba. Anyway, so that is it. It's taking effect May 3. Electricity tariff or increments and then water pete put that deji 14.75 na jonyao 4.02 na miafe echinyao yo miafe nyasalao ale wole nyama 1 gallon 4.02 here vig 8:40 is our time and our MC is here for the day's conversation.
Oh, John never leave I
Mr. Philip Agbesudo and on medem na mekude the new tariff yi kenye kwakolo mi le hehege le jo kwakole echinya oji echomi ava yeji ekemi asemi afenko akengbedodo ekemi na do ngwanye be momafia ye na whole central municipality bubuto Stephen Adom nko sogbo ake enyemayo Stephen Adom yanto ayo sosiova kokokpere oti elemi agbole mi afekpole khomenyi chokwe okpo jijeje alo dasi de eji bene wanye miape mama fia tanenya le ho central kwa wo mama fia ndia hele Global FM first studio tanamede ha ne wa asegbe pande de ya ne wa adape radio dakade afi ejedodo ku yere le miasi kenyi cho hey ko pod asi dadadeji wona 100% endorsement the assemblyman no la kata wone ena ife gbeda si to gbo be menye nkeke onye yakọ afonu fu ha enya ku ide le si nanu tometo ne mi se gbeda si mavoa mi ayide eji
for choosing me to lead on his behalf in the whole municipality. And this is a new dawn for our municipality. And I can assure you that we are going to perform things that will reset our country back to normalcy. Our country has gone wayward, but I can assure you, with he leading us, and now my very good self coming in here to be the municipal chief executive for Ho. You know, Ho is the regional capital of Volta region. And Volta region is the World Bank of the NDC. For that matter, my performance here must be something that will speak well of NDC. We are going to invest into agriculture. We don't have gold here. We don't have oil here. But we have very fertile lands. And I can assure you that agriculture is going to be the base of our economy as far as the municipality is concerned. We are going to grow the local economy. Our markets are going to boom again. And good things will flow. The 24-hour economy that His Excellency the President has promised, we are going to make sure it comes to fruition. Thank you very much.
All right, so Honorable Fegbe Dasi Enyema Antonto Fegbe Eike O Dasi Deji for Pete Mi Jojo la mi tere no bo Honorable Leke Egbe Dasi Puere Ike Noisia Enyema me ehevena mi Yanto Ela Pamendia Eike Mia Wajedodo Puere Mele Globenye Puere la Bekaka mi wunu kwa Ontocha nya benye Jododo Puere Honorable Wezo
Yo.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, my dear.
Hope you're doing very well.
I'm doing well.
How is it going after the confirmation? Leko kole yi.
Akpe afi ma jegoma maze ma sanmon popoma adugbene ho municipality men no lao katan mi ape fiao especially togbe ape the 14th mi ape Gologwe traditional areas so katan ikele ho municipality me fiao katan me dugbena mi. Ye assembly member okata medugbe nami. Sofo prophet okata medugbe nami. Medugbe ne du me view kata simenyonu medugbe nami. Lenya tefema o dom ziji ncho iva ijuragbe. Mauleme. Mi tekple enu mejro. Be mi porabe eleke ameyo ngodoa. Elekoko wa doi.
Okay. The handing over.
The handing over no mi tekplo mejro. Elekoko wa doi. Nuka o gblende megbe.
Okay.
Nuka onye enu yo wadibe nemia aklu me. Esa mi tekplo me kluta. Mele o me klu. At the right time ma anami state of home municipality.
Okay. All right. Have me no aluminium mokoko na the state of home municipality nyebe kpo agbanla mevoa. Minya be 18 districts. Yele mi asi al assemblies wele mi asi municipal and district assemblies. Eye wo mi wu mi ape confirmation exercise so pete no. Mi amedo mi kpo overwhelming endorsement in 100%. Amedo or below the 100% endorsement. Ha leke sesela la me kono na le eyi me ne o khle akodada me chono vopete eye electoral commission wo gbe fande de be o ekpo alofa de alofaji
lenya tepema ne mawu glonyare ko egble. And I had no doubt that everything was going in that direction.
Okay.
Nyepe oh wow nyinto mau pa memenyu.
Okay.
Efa ton alo fa de yova ya me kudren.
Oh.
Mau defiam be man assembly nu. Kake nyinto me no downplay. Amo gblena prophet o gblena nyinto me no downplay. Ta kenu le ji ya. Nyinto me va kpo be mau facile me. E ata amegbeto de ke unseme la me de ke si be wako acto nu ike mau do.
Okay.
Mau wadodo de nyepe agbeun e wadodo be le yi yauma ele bene ma akpolo home municipality e anto leme ta ne ho no vote wa bete nyime nyabe o mau afunu efunu che
Okay.
me po overwhelming support from the assembly members na lenku de nko yo bete hidwa ni nko ya nye gbanto hino pepaji Nyipenko, that's the first name on the list. Who are vetting le fia? Akpofi go dan ko yan. Aka hin cover do gan. Akpofi ke hin ko nyen lede. Ma wo fasi e ya lewa. Menye nyepe unsen yo. Menye medike chepe unsen yo.
Menye Ibrahim Olebe Godfather connection Ameka nya
Oh, ne mau pere unwa eto amoji.
Okay.
Ma to amoji ape wado. Ta mecho bubu ma na mewe. Obenu ikenye Kaiser na kweni, nu ikenye Mauta na kweni. Kake maufu na ne maufu nua ato amoji awado.
Okay.
Ta Godfather Eli apo nu denwe. Kake mau aje na bubu kata lenu yame.
All right. Honorable mi avagbo mi tibe mi anya o. Amegedo senko mekulebe Honorable Stephen Adomkwe akenyi chome enko sogbo wu Honorable Stephen Adomko mi tibe mi anya o. Wu ale ikeko mi ape nyasalawo le sendi abe we assemblyman no lawo daside eji aloji we dasido bene na no yonu as the political head anodukulola tepe le ho municipality ahengo inya ko va fe mi agede do fe nya o mezo mi je mi anya o.
O nkonye Stephen Gosse Brondi Adom. Amegede nyam gake enyan kajua. No pom afi onyabe o. Enye. Na megeda si menyono the last time I was in the market, I go to the market sometimes to buy the last time I was in the market about 3 weeks quick in
Okay.
Hello, last 2 weeks.
Last 2
Before
weeks,
my announcement, before my announcement, I was in the market. Tana megeda si me vila si menyono gede wanyabela enye Stephen Adom.
Okay.
Gake maybe because of how simple I am, a lot of people were not expecting that I will be given the municipal chief executive. But that's how God works. God is not looking out for those people who come and lord themselves over us again. God is looking for people with humility, people that are simple, people that will understand the people that will gel with the people. That's what God is looking for. So, I'm Stephen Adom. Nei onyale yi ko milenya gbe me de school poly le nyo me de school me de awisco va ide poly kramedu SRC secretary me chule fimi me igimpa va wa new bachelor's in business administration. I had my master's of science in oil and gas management. Okay. So honestly I work with NHI. I was working with NHI before this nomination came and my appointment followed. So that is me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, your background with Fike Yele, Fifie de Unto great switch one, you know, allo is something I maneuver through easily with the work of assembly members and the
as for assembly issues, they are all in my palm. I was an assembly, but what to Emma do SRC secretary le Polivon. Whenever I came to my community at Ahwenko, I'm do assembly member. At the age of 26, I was the youngest assembly member then in the whole municipal assembly. And I rose through the ranks. I've chaired a lot of committees in the assembly, and I rose through the rank to become the presiding member of the assembly. So as for, issues about the administrative and then the political these things there, I mean, they are just here. I don't think I'll have problem. The only problems I'll have is that maybe some of the things that they are doing now that I don't understand, that they need to give me a better understanding of the things they are doing. That's the only problem I have, and even that, because I mean, I have been following. Yeah, so I don't think I have a challenge in that.
Okay. So the next 100 days. Look how well mokpokpo me na be yo wenye nu yo e ko den kume be le keke bla at de gbanto alofa gbanto yikele yengola. Hey, upside the state of a whole municipal address I have anamia. Nuka we a follow after address.
Enu veve to ya nye mi gata o me jajraro ya nye fe ta du fifila.
Okay.
Ne do KK house. The stench that greets you there. I mean, I don't like it. Ta nyape gata o me dede. Asieto gata o le choked. Mia do me. Mia wa general cleaning. Cleaning se happy June echi o avado. Ta I think edwo pe jaje nyenya. Even though I had a lot of things I'm going to do within the first 100 days, Shella, Jajenyenya, Enyenade, Keke Madibeno Anin, Bola, Nedo, scrap talk, Bole Filele. I saw a lot of rubbish there. I mean, we need to clear some of those things. Those are going to be my key activities within the first 100 days.
Okay. All right. Minya be sanitation issues, so all for them na me vire even though me Hong Kong me when oxygen city. I can to me tobe enko ma meje na me tutu I me got down ma bale kene black pot do me pass you mela. E be jaje nyenyen o me dem ya tutu. Enu onye wa wazere kalo alo nu onya nu anyi le wo pepe na ike ne ma ovenu to trome va ha no ho municipal no akpogbo be echo kelili denu to metome you know enu anyi kpo hafi o abe meho alo environmental officer so obe you overdo asieji de susu de ka vedota anu anyi da working together with them lo alo nya vazi eji minya wezi vezi tonne kwa mi da sele no
this mechina already mawu na chiambe mavata prepare there is not going to be firefighting again.
Okay.
We are not going on that tangent again.
Okay.
You know, I have plans, Bella. When I meet the departmental heads, education, I will make sure every morning, the VOE assembly day, at least no panade dorme concerning sanitation.
Okay.
Every morning, the VOE assembly I'm out in assembly for 10 minutes. That if it is even 2 minutes, hey teacher, they actually the view when me nochi mega da rubber dying bow. Let me play no do mega da rubber dying bow. Mega copy paper ko dangbo. Let me one ya me kwe ko that dustbin me. I think those things next power me the hope footballer they got a man. Report I mean let me take play the view reorient la. Amechichio ahwedeme. Amechichio ya no educate. Ego mebe nenye be mi le cleaning ewa. Ya mi ogale roba dara ingba. Ya gava continue anofo gbesi agbegba. Ka kenenye be mi educate amiewe. Ape mi le cleaning ewa. Ava kpobe eyi da avadua. Devio nenye be winya mechichikra na edunu he koraba ko dara ingba. Devia achina obe na chwe. Numa, there are systems we are going to put in place. David chine wa meji bene na chonwo he mature. These days are more than a camera, than a video. I want ne a temper with that child. La ese mi akokpolo. Elebe mi abe seu anye bylaws ole koko mi mele zan.
Okay.
Bylaws gede ole mi mele zan. Ta we only have to educate the public on them. And then we start using them. Ego menyebe ekwa nenye be amede le nade wa ʋu ne wòme ke be ne trɔa matia trɔ eya ta míatsɔ egbeblewu akɔ kplɔwe akɔ educate we gake nenye be egbe he wo ya be o ya yi sigbe ko ya wɔ yi la ekema esie ele be sie ne wa dɔ kpli o.
All right. Me can make blow. You very now in your sanitation now. I'm ready to blow. You can mean as me now do me call congestion. Allo de me boy bed. There's so much congestion. We have modo do ajiwa. We have modo do over trozo asi chapel. Hockey so amo o pavement. GPT cause wasi do fe. Emile got down me blow de. Ame mocho maji tepe na wa me fe vuo le totore moji pa fisi afiko la mocho.
That's a major concern. And yinto megbele okay, I said it on a sister radio.
Okay.
Ekpo asieme de abenya ike glomela elebe mi educate can do riders or play drivers obedi melebe na tode emoji hafi na chuamo kakene now education him wa parking place na wa fika abenu tode apenu chuame ta elebe gba assembly nto na dedodo etome our parking place ne me have a driver or play me have a can do riders. When you do that then you can now begin to enforce the law be ne yeba me tore moma me ade gaja o vu alo me ade gaja o can do ahefe hafi ahwe ame yo hele moto hele siepe nkuma o yo ya no jirado e gombe tepe yo hole be vu no park da no for no call it asime alo vu no amene never asime never park vuda never plan cover them over do agbada fun ma obiti I can assure you be mi le totro gande pogwe le asieme amo asiho tunemi sometimes nu yo he le ji hafi me va le complain so namla yata na me do bubrana yo o popo do me mo de cave do o kwa ngodo ji ko bo amedo wado I simply don't get it.
Are you referring to your predecessor?
No, I don't want to talk about. I don't want to go there.
Okay.
I don't want to go there, so please don't go there. You don't have otu asiko daranya asi mene ya ovua tepo ko daranya tepo trozu lekoini latrine nyamewe tepo trozu winu fe alo ahanu fe namewe tepo trozu gbododo tepo na mo la sieme, and we are just sitting down idle watching all those things. No.
We know as CMA committee, they learn definitely all of these things. You can like balame pokwa menya be wa brief on them. But asimele chairman le alwamede le la siege for aside the market queen. Benu mo betenu atwa IEG. Maybe whatever the way you are also passionate. In general, passionate about marketing and the way you're also passionate about it la. I am sure with the briefing the people that are in charge of the market,
you must go for somebody else to come and do it.
Okay.
As for the job, it is not for anybody. No ben na kwa sieta yamela sieta kponyudo. I think the best thing to do is to exit so that somebody else will come. Yeah.
No, we
will reschedule you to where you can operate. Maybe you are not fit for that job, so we will reschedule you.
Okay. So now, me openness. We came here call stakeholder engagement. I engage with stakeholders and how you be open to criticism. Dumetogbo you can call what dog play. Then are you that open type? You can more at once or the Jew and now nicho na medicine coffee flower one day megaleji in your own jolly for no tomende jolly for jibo. Ya con nicho akon na me have a mom fiade. wo pokpo le fe ezia lo nto taji pokpo mere ano bobo ere do me vi wa po wa tere no ana no chochoa.
Enyikpokpo is the easiest thing. Enyikpokpola is the easiest thing. I can assure you. The very day he announced him as the president's nominee, I walked to my office because I'm all a WhatsApp messages. So that is how open I am. Miabe fiawe me die ogbo fiaro kra onye honye hoho. So honestly speaking, ke winter me dibe ne akpomu. Winter me dibe akpomu. Some those days la enyi me fona nyi pe family you has moji me fona azo ayi de fimi agbo. Happy ever your office. But if you feel like maybe wagble number for security reasons, don't do it again. So that is how simple I am, and that is how open I am. And anybody who wants to see me, I'm just there for you to come and see me. Just that I will be moving out of office for action, because I am not that type of a person who I'm not that type of a person. So nechi number me na ha gota ki me na ma me dibe mayi makpobe ewe.
Okay.
Me the street light here me dibe mayi. Sometimes me dibe man of me makpobe no nyewa me wo mi be you are degba mi ade. Alo mayi video ko aga gbatro. That's the kind of person I am.
Okay.
Tan nyine yom kra ma tan chinabo me le fimi na vafa. I'm here to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hey Ken Agbolebe, you be on the ground. Me je mi Agbolebe ekpobe na me do not te peda pe va America de pedo allergy now to the stand be ajibe ya do pa fokpa le former DC MC over here ka pa fokpa I feel be ya do de pe talk pe wu alo I feel be you want to create your own space.
One, I'm going to create my own space.
Okay.
That's one. God is going to help me. Be nkonye ne diwa me say me ga care. Captain retired George Mfojo play Honorable Mautogo.
Okay.
Amevemawa. They were very, very special in the assembly. Nemaga kwa merek pedeonla anye Honorable Kodobisa.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it because on your party metoyata or they did something
Honorable
special?
Mautogo is not my party member. But the reason why I mention him is that he is very tactful in handling people. I see the way he handles people. You know, I went to the assembly very young. Akela, see the way he handles people. And me do stage ke ape me pobela no. This ape me posu sule epe eleke ho ko handle am. And I think that's something I have to learn and take from him. Yeah.
Okay. So even though you are coming in, you're doing your own thing, there's two people. Kokpele Apeto Kodobisa, Yuenya Meyo, Abubuto, Ejibeya, Awado, Memi Alwa, Adopa Fokpa, Awado.
Sure.
All right. Okay, let me not go there as you say. Egbolo and Namien Yalo for Bedasi, Jema for Bedasi, boy, Yemelemia Sutamelo, Levidebo. We are going to grow the local economy. Our markets are going to boom again, and good things will flow. That phrase, good things will flow. About agriculture is going to be the base. 24-hour economy, NDC is the World Bank of the Volta region. Your performance must be something that will speak well of the NDC.
The local economy is going to boom. If you have nusi anu ikewa medela akpo jije meleme alo akpo vide tome. Ekpo a hike kememila nududu enyen gbanto ne fone me kpo nududu a matiano tamebu awu de katiano asiwa avuvu chega kela ne fo yala nududu yale benadunu. Nyime kpo susuketa mia fetala no wano mia si chule hojo toko kwe ave hoen kakava ide matches avi komi matian dagle apple tractor eve ton ene aton akodare nko agbeligbla no mia si sweet potato gbla no miasi ayi ebli ano miasi keke nu mao wati ano cheap le ho bene ebe ewa do vifi la no nye 500 cedis ho hena we kra na ple no na mede da banku be yajra na ple banku 50 pesos a adifo enla miati anyila keke enla ano cheap le fi kake mia to wala ko tomatoes show nov keke opanyi gbame la be mia opanyi gbame le feta la be mia gbo no Burkina Faso keke opanyi gbame le feta la be mia gbo wala va ko tomatoes le fi mia ko vene mia be mi ple le fi lele. No, it doesn't speak well of us, and somebody must lead the way. Nemi dagbele he o kon dudu va mia ba sime he ndudu ole cheap if ya bene amede he idome he o 300 Ghana cedi atia ayasime apla tadi aple enlavide apla gbeli 5 cedis krako to fufu gake nenye ben ndudu ola si hola amie wa no avifa be o eduomele sese alomeye sigbe wa because nu dudu yanye nu gbantota nen dudu nya la si ho kwa me wa gblobo eduomele sese ise me da ta yata me be mi adagbele
Okay.
agbele de ya na de ke ma tuele nyepe jimo ego me be he mawo he kotepe ke namla nuke to ho ko pere won agbele de enye nu dika ta nyin tonton me duebela mi adagbele mia ko mia pe nu yo ke mia onto mi dagbla mia ko ya ko feed mia do ko ile filele. It's going to be like Operation Feed Yourself.
Assembly wanyolo allow the support to individual.
Many assembly did pack bled the door. Many assembly did pack bled the door. Assembly matian dagbled the siado. Kake ameyo henye amedela tadi bled there. Elebe assembly ne support amema. Amedela factory bled de la crofwa. Elebe assembly ne support amema because amedela factory bled there. Ehia ne pompe alona de place sube eya enya yi ke o mehe factory kwasi. Keke la mi atian support amema wa de factory bled keke ne factory la si ho le yi maoma. Factory wa meton 5 cedis maybe wa me wo akona 5 cedis. Kimi le yi mame.
Okay.
Maybe amereche le didi le gen. Mi atian ko de krako yi de gen. Wa mi ajira le fi mache. So at the end of the day, amema elebe mi support we. Ta mi assembly de ko la gbele degbo. Mi support.
Adequate support.
Yes, anu ne agbele de la bubu.
The equal allocation chenyena issue there. Amedo aglobe nechi ye heja for over corner fertilizer planu kuna yo where you call dagbe. So the timely allocation of resources and the even distribution of resources. Mi apa ble de la yo le toji kula kuko kitikiti na vavagwa to mi acheji. So a model che president Mahama le campaign promise yi yo mona minya be wa ko a model wa ko veike wa ko no agbele amopa agbele megaga planu mo ne agbele de la no toji ndi ya kakaneji ano sibe o le ovava mela yo atantere no akpo mo ya waga ayo fe agbele na yo echija inu ko wa va wa mana yo fertilizer so wa va yo wa do nu ko le yi nwentoji kakaneji ka la si wa na ndi ya
Lenya de femede enyi nyimele ayimbo bro mele jina wenyi groundsman menyu nyimele ayimbo bro gwe kwa ewe hele taflache hele radio gbesi agbegbe avachi nambo ilagbele devo agbele tepede kemela siwoko mecho fertilizer 10 bags konawe kimi weche ko vajirane agagbo agvajirane agbele de la oka nyimele dokimi nyimeva doma wafo
okay
ne nyabe ilagbele de kode we have extension officers tonto melo yo mejegbe mi ayi mi mele kone yo de chegbe ko sigbe ko to melo yo mejegbe mi ayi enu akagbele de la osi waza no kayo nto si yare menya be America me gagbo de hogbele osi o ta enu aka osi waza sigbe mi le do wa igbe
all right
ni me va be ne ma bubro office ko maglobo mi konu kelele 200 mi ava mana gbele de lao ko oyi ele ko la we yo o me la we yo awo enu ma we de yo we be de mi ape jidudu o me le ngo yo because ekpo nya ke to bi te glomele le fia ati anye nya so na to avivin gakela me va wa do ku nye busy le zikpe eji keke o le bela ne macho le condition me ne ma yi ma yakrofu ma konu ko yi ma do lintin boot ma do afo ne dollar kimi me le condition me enjoy tamavacho meetings we play elekoyoni workshops we wa va trozu nye pe main activities kimi me dasile means workshops do kra here ando director we call if me amekene call if me edibe o ya no vume ya yi ya no condition me ya la mlo hotel tala edibe yin tonto ya yi kimi doke we hele ground kimi egblona ya ni me va do ma wa po nu yo ka ole be na do amede ne yi kwa amede ne yi ne gbova never now report ati anhla yo le be winton na yi ya whole serious winto ayi ake edole ngonemi because this resetting agenda menye nyabule onyu menye nu onyu mi akode kolodumo edole we must do a double work.
All right, maga ale ode jisije fun egba edoko mi je go menye ya mi FMC ano gegere mi aji yi me ake wa kwa wunu na mi a enya iko ogbonye be ife dowo wa apo no nwecho NDC dunya gbolo han wa ne ko fota na mi
enu ikta me be nyi fe dowo a gbolo nya nwecho NDC dunya han onye be. There is a tag on us as NDC members. Begba amogbolo be mi menanu. Amogbolo be mi susubela voter region la o vote na nemitala mi me corner you serious o. Medibe made those tags oda. Na me he powodi ekpo do kwito didi ya wa bela enu ma ofitela ojo gake ne nyabe ne pera mo ivuasime ile humble na mowe il amoa na mesia me kele business de wa kele ho ko amiemie na pero business one chia ame obete che wa nlo e wa nlo party gake ne be ekota gbosesen play do quito didi he kokok pola mi we ya eke ma mele party e jranyu do yana ta me globela mi ape party ya lebe ma nye America jra party ba amowa ho party aga deme de mo ego me amedolia menye omele na de ke dicho nyigbo omele ga dicho nyigbo omele do dicho nyigbo kakenye pedo kui bobo eyom le funji ena ma advice alo le na de di ni me challenge you me challenge you me be you mercy ekpoche be me da for den one. He is happy that your chief executive epade don ne gake kimi akọ dada toy ami yowe me fundu de gbonu do ami yowe me va ponu ike krale jojo da. Those things doesn't speak well of our party. And that's the kind of narrative I want to change.
All right. Honorable me da pe be to gbo be mando menye na ikoko nkeke ikoko di eko ha tafla chamazanya gbema lack of want of a better word egere mi aji eye na wanu me de cave do na mi eye nye zigbanto me hwesebe yi nwento ne mon popo vide gaswasi okwa aga agede nu tometoji eye nu sianu leke ige donya leji nu yonye nu peka mo yo ne ba dogo nu yo je atudo eyo je ada sele ple yo nto akova kwa okata waga adodu me vi ogbo mi dape mere ku wonya mamleto
adapene His Excellency President Mahama once again be echiam madapene mi ape agbogbo mafia tagwe ape the 14th. Most people don't know that he is my backbone. He is the rock that I lean on as far as this position is concerned. Yata mecho akpe dada koni eye me carriage be akpe de unyi be mia a move home municipality akwa yingo me da akpe ne mia be sofo kata me yo kata hele gbe dora de tanye me da akpe ne we holon nyewe ti ati de unye be ao nyepe yi eke ta elebe nu sianu ne yo ebe ejeji a me da penewe.
Okay. Akpe honorable. Me fenya selao me ko gbatoko sede afi. Nejibi agboga de torunke akan get me Facebook page. Global 105.1 FM. Eye atonwa gbaga le tore nui ho MC mo mefia hede de go na mi. Mi no toji mi a atrogbova eye mi a he opinion segment abe.
Oh, Jah never leave, I know.
Municipal heho fegbeda sie nye mami ese kpoereko echoa magbova ezoji de yirita miagbo afo gbeda sio mia alenku de unti ja nyenya opa vi ke mefana wa me kpa me de I can work in hand with now on mia first sanitation nya viviento asime kple mia fe mododo nya and edo nya this morning we were so much on agriculture. I better video to go and take me the care her dog care from here. Elebe de ne go do tag bele de nya all of video. Miano ji ma bele ke ko mi nyam ye wonene periodic engagement ano eji ba wo chogbe. And then the kachega vivina menye the fact that mi ape school going children where obe you had the do de to me kebe ndisi andi wafo jaje nyenye pe nyonyo de wome be